Every belief you hold feels like your own. Most of them aren't, and the system responsible for that just got 1,000 times more powerful. Hi, I'm Maximus. Today, we're going to break down something most people do not yet understand about reality, consciousness, and AI, and why it's already shaping your world, whether you realize it or not. Let's start here. You do not experience reality. You experience a version of reality filtered by everything you've ever believed, felt, feared, or desired. Your mind filters first, then you rationalize. You see what your nervous system allows you to see, not what exists. The world feels objective, solid, fixed. But your brain, it's a gatekeeper. Before you consciously think about anything, your nervous system has already decided what is relevant. There's a system in your brain called the Reticular Activating System. It scans billions of bits of data and selects only what matches your existing beliefs. You don't see what is there, you see what aligns. If you believe opportunity is rare, you won't notice it when it's staring you in the face. If you believe power belongs to other people, you will filter out your own. Once you filter something out, it might as well not exist. This is the perception projection loop. Most people spend their whole lives inside it, thinking they're observing reality when they're actually just observing a pattern. Now, let's define consciousness correctly. It isn't just being awake. Consciousness is the range of what you are capable of imagining as possible. If your internal range is narrow, your reality will be narrow. Not because the world is limited, but because your lens is. This applies to you individually, but also to us collectively. Entire societies operate within shared ranges of what feels normal, impossible, or unthinkable. Control the range and you control the direction. Historically, shifting that collective range took generations. Now, it takes months. There's an old word for this: Egregore. It's the psychological field generated by shared beliefs and narratives. It behaves like a living system. It sustains itself. It resists disruption. It rewards you for fitting in. You were born inside one. It shaped what feels obvious to you and what feels offensive. When you react emotionally to an idea online, I want you to pause. Ask yourself, is this me? Or is this the system preserving itself through me? You cannot think outside a structure you cannot see. Egregores don't evolve gently, they rupture. A personal crisis can change your worldview in seconds. At the collective level, it takes something extreme. But once something impossible happens, it becomes permanently possible. The range expands, policies shift, norms dissolve. What was once fiction becomes a memory. Extremes expand the conceivable. And once expanded, the future rearranges itself to fit the new boundaries. Now we arrive at AI. Every previous technology was external. The printing press moved information. Television moved attention. Social media moved emotion. AI is different. It doesn't just broadcast, it studies. It learns your language, your blind spots, and your emotional triggers. Then, it generates information calibrated specifically to you. Collectively, it's doing something unprecedented. It is interacting directly with that egregore, the collective field. When AI shapes what billions see, the collective consciousness begins shifting at machine speed. Here's the loop. AI shapes the information environment. The environment shapes your perception. Perception shapes your belief. Belief shapes your behavior. And your behavior feeds data back into the AI. The loop is closed. Even if you don't use AI tools, the people around you do. The institutions you trust do. You are already inside the machine. The question isn't whether AI influences reality. The question is whether you are conscious within that influence. There is no escape from collective consciousness. There is only awareness inside of it. Your leverage is observation. Observe what people fear today that they didn't a year ago. Observe what has become normal that once seemed extreme. Observe the conversations that quietly disappeared. Those patterns reveal the shape of the field. Clarity gives you agency, not immunity, but the power to choose your next move. AI is not just a tool. It is a system interacting with the very fabric of our belief. If reality is shaped by consciousness, and AI now influences consciousness, then AI influences reality itself. You do not need to fear that, but you cannot afford to ignore it. Because whether you participate consciously or not, you are already participating. The only question is whether you participate awake or asleep.